Hello everybody, Malinka here. I hope you're all well. Today I want to do a short wrap-up of books I read in August. I was planning to do an August and September wrap-up, but some of these books want to go to other people to be read, so I might as well do a short wrap-up now that I have them. Okay, so the first book I read was Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. This was sent to me by Helene, I think. It was a really good read. I have to admit that I first saw the movie, I think half of a year before I read the book, but some of the aspects were not clear for me in the movie. Some of the actions and were not clear from the movie. Hopefully you will read the book and understand the movie so much better and understand the characters so much better. Or at least if you don't want to read the entire book, which I do recommend because the style is super cool, read the ending and you'll understand the ending of the movie. Okay, next I have The Snow Child by Eowyn EIV. I don't know, I'm so sorry. I know some English, but I cannot pronounce that name, unfortunately. This is the story of Mabel and Jack, sorry. They are a couple moving to Alaska to try to repair their life and to go through their loss of a child. It's said to be following the Russian story Snegurочка, the story of the snow child. I have to be honest, the story of the snow child is the secondary story in this book. The main story is the healing process of Mabel and Jack, and they're figuring out their feelings and they're moving on from their loss of the child. The snow child, Faina, she is not a proper character. She doesn't really speak. She doesn't really participate in the actions, even in the most important moments of this character, the wedding day, other moments. She doesn't even have a voice. It's always the feelings and the reactions of Mabel and Jack. So I see this, the Snegurочка story, as a secondary one. So I was really surprised when everybody said, yeah, it's a retelling of Snegurочка. No, it's not. It is the main story of healing a relationship and healing their feelings. It was very slow for me because I couldn't connect to any of the characters' story. It is, I think, for a mature audience, but it was still really nice. And I kept reading because I wanted to see the ending. I knew the ending of the Snow Child folk story, but I wanted to see how the twist will come from this story. So this is why I kept going. I noticed many people said that it is quite slow, but I went until the end, and I do recommend to go until the end to see the actual ending. Next, I read Stephen King, Different Seasons. It contains 4 novellas. The best one was Rita Hayworth and Shawshank Redemption, and there was a film made out of it. And the worst for me was Apt Poop Hill, which was the most horrible, and I don't want to read it ever again. But again, I have to give it to Stephen King. Awesome style. It is scary at times, but very entertaining and very analytic, so I really liked it. And the last, I read What is the What by, I cannot pronounce any names today, Dave Eggers, but the biography is of Alentino Achak Deng. I let you read for yourselves. This is the story of a young boy, of Valentino, that goes from South Sudan and his journey to America and what happens in America. It was very insightful. I really enjoyed reading it. I read it in 3 days. I couldn't put it down because the style is really good, really nice, and it's a combination of reality and his flashbacks coming back and his actual life in the US. I have to say that the ending surprised me a little bit. His choice surprised me a little bit, and I had to think about it a long time. And then it hit me that it was the first time he ever had a choice. And he took his choice. He went where his heart wanted to go. But for him, it was the first time he had a choice. And his journey was really, really tough, and he's telling the story from his point of view. Also, he talks about the relation between the refugees and the American people, between the people that want to help, and how sometimes things don't go as well as they hoped. And many, many issues which I think that are actual, especially since now we have a crisis of refugees in Europe. So I really wanted to see the news from this story from their perspective. And this is what I read in August. Let me know if you read any of these. As usual, comment down below. Wait, comment down below if you liked Gone Girl, if you didn't like, if you watched the movie, and about all the others. So thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye bye.